This video is sponsored by Mars Hydro TS 1000 Grow Light and Kiss of Death Bug Spray. Good morning everyone, my name is Anna and welcome to Cactus Caffeine, where I share with you my passion for growing cactus and other desert plants over a cup of coffee. So for today, I am going to give you an update on some of my seedlings. But before that, I just would like to show you the flowers for this morning. It is 10 o'clock in the morning and it is already 100 degrees Fahrenheit. We are under excessive heat warning for the whole week this week. So today the high will be 109 degrees Fahrenheit, I believe. So anyway, this one is aloe. I don't particularly know the exact ID, but the flowers are really huge for aloe. And then this one right here is a pseudolobivia, I think. Let me check the name. Pseudolobivia cardinatiana. Yeah, so earlier today this looked better, but because it's hot, it's already starting to wither. And then I have a few Rabutia there, not quite open yet, and this Gymno Mihanovici. And oh, I have a couple of mammillaria here, although these ones are not open yet. Usually these open late in the afternoon when it is very hot, and it doesn't mind the heat. These two, they love the heat. They actually open their flowers fully when it is very hot. Alright, so now I will show you my seedlings. So I have here arranged on the table my seedlings that I am growing outdoors. So first of all, I would like to address the question of one of the viewers, Frank3 Blue. I don't know if I'm saying your name right, but he or she asks, can you give us an update on your aloe hybrids that you crossed and started from seeds? Alright, so let me address that question first. Here are the aloe seedlings that I am growing. So I did three-part videos already, a trilogy of how I crossed two of my aloes. It was an aloe oik and an aloe lizard lips. So I cross-pollinated the flowers, harvested the seeds, and planted them. As I recall, the last update that I gave you guys, these were looking like grass growing, but now they look more like aloes, although I still can't tell them apart. So they still look pretty much alike. These are the seedlings where the seeds came from the aloe lizard lips, and these are the seeds that came from the aloe oik as the mother plant. So the aloe oik has wide leaves, like triangular shaped leaves. But looking at the seedlings, I can see that they are quite narrow and long, which is a characteristic of the aloe lizard lips. So that is one trait that it got from the aloe lizard lips. And then looking at these aloe lizard lips right here, so the teeth on the edges, they're bigger. And then also, if you can see right here, I think this is the side that got more sunlight. So the edges are turning pink when stressed. The aloe lizard lips, even though they are stressed, the edges never turn pink. However, this one, as you can see, the edges turn pink when stressed with too much sunlight. So that is the characteristic of an aloe oik, which I believe these seedlings have inherited. So very interesting, but we will watch them as they grow. Hopefully we will be able to distinctly tell which one is which. Now from aloe seeds, let us go to these two containers right here. I made a video on how I cross-pollinated my euphorbia obesa with my euphorbia anoplea. I was so scared that the seeds might not be viable, but good news, they actually germinated. So I germinated them as I would a cactus seed. So these guys started out in a bag. So I did the bagging method, but I did not realize that euphorbia seedlings grow very tall. At least mine did grow very tall, that they were already touching the bag, so I had to remove them from their bag. But I will show how they look like to you. Also, our good friend Clyde, his YouTube channel is Maurice Park in the Ozarks. So he's a euphorbia expert. I always ask him for advice, and he also told me that euphorbia seedlings don't actually do well if they are kept in a bag for too long. So he advised me to, slowly move them out of their bags. This is 2 weeks old. They started germinating on the third day. I was surprised. It was fast. So it wasn't 100% germination rate. I forgot. I did not count how many seeds I placed in here, but I am definite that it is more than what you see here. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in this pot. And then in this container, I have 5. All right, so I don't remember how many seeds I sowed, but I know I sowed more than these. But these are the ones that germinated. I was surprised because I was expecting them to grow like cactus. Like cactus seedlings, they start like little round buttons. But these ones, don't they look like vegetables to you? Yeah, so they're very tall. And the ones on top, those are the cotyledons. So they don't look like euphorbias yet. So I'm still gonna wait. And the reason that I had them inside this container is because when I took them out of the bag completely, I noticed that the day after they started to droop, and I was afraid it might be because our air is too dry. And also I saw some fungus gnats that was visiting my soil. So I decided to put them in this container, which I covered with either this plastic. The only reason why this has plastic is because I lost the lid. And I would expose them like in the morning. I would let them breathe, and then I would cover them again for the rest of the day. So I will probably keep them like this until I see some euphorbia looking growth at the top. So when they are able to, store more water in the body, then probably that's the time I would take them completely out of this container. So the brown thing that you see on the soil, those are cinnamon. I sprinkled some cinnamon on top because I saw some fungus gnats trying to visit the pots. And then let's move on to some cactus seedlings. So I grouped these according to who gave me these seedlings. So these are the ones that I did not grow from seed, so they were gifted to me. This group is from Georgiana of New York. Georgiana, if you're watching, here they are now. A lot of them have put up a lot of growth since you gave them to me. I will also link a video of when I did the unboxing of these cactus seedlings. Although I did lose one. I'm sorry, Georgiana. So the astrophytum, she gave me an asterias. This is the asterias, and there was a astrophytum capricorni in here, but that one did not make it. They're actually outside now, growing under a shadier position. They can withstand the sun and the heat, except for these two little ones. These are still growing under a grow light. This one is a Fralea. This is the only one that is not really growing as quick as I would want it to grow. So I think I will change the soil and look what's happening underneath. And then the second group right here, this is from Brian from Puerto Rico. He gave me Patrick Knoll hybrids. So these are the trichocereus seedlings that he grew. The seeds are from Patrick Knoll, so they have very long names of the crosses, which I won't mention here anymore. So it says what type of trichocereus were crossed to produce these seedlings. So here they are now, Brian. And then also, remember you sent me a Matucana seedling. And look, the seedling is developing babies on top. And this is the Echinopsis obrepanda. Yes. So this grew very fast. And this is the Coryphantha elephantidens. This one was growing okay, and then I took it outside, but I think it got too hot and it shrunk a little, so I placed it back under a grow light again. And then these are my aloe seedlings from Ezra. So Ezra, this is the aloe africana, which grew very fast. I might have to put this in another pot. And then this is my wishlist aloe, the aloe polyphila. It was growing, and then I took it out, and then it got too hot and it sucked up all the water from its bottom leaves. But now that it's back indoors, the middle growth is looking better and more plump. Now let's move on to this last group in here. So this was given to me by a viewer who wants to be anonymous. So anyway, the story of this is that this viewer, he grows cactus from seeds and then he grafts them to speed up the process of their growth. But what happened was recently he contacted me and said he had to go to professional school in another state. So anyway, he left all his cactus back home. And when he got back from spring break, most of them were, not in good condition. And these guys were grafted and he had to emergency degraft them because the rootstocks were compromised, he said. So anyway, he cannot take care of them anymore because he always goes away or moves out of state for his schooling. So he sent them to me and said, hoping for whatever I can save. So he sent a lot more than these, but unfortunately not all of them rooted. These guys are already rooted. This one. I know they're rooted because if I tug on them, see, I can carry the whole pot. They won't budge anymore. But some of them haven't formed roots yet. Like this one, I believe is a plumosa. So it hasn't formed. Oh, I think it did already. Oh yeah, there are roots already. So it's just not attached to the soil yet. But some of them did not make it. I think this one, yeah, see. So a lot of them were very small and they just shrank before they formed roots. So, but these are the guys that so far are doing okay. See, this one has rooted. So these are degrafted. I was considering grafting them again, but I did not have enough rootstock to graft or regraft all of them. So I took my chance and planted them in soil, hoping that they would root. Not all of them have rooted, but look, even if they have no roots, some are. See, this is not rooted, but look, it is forming buds, so they're very resilient. Finally, these are all the seedlings that I am growing inside the house. So these are all under the Mars Hydro TS1000 grow light. This is the one. So I like this grow light because this has the dimming function. So I can adjust the brightness of the light using this knob. Instead of moving the light up and down, I can just use this knob. So this is the Mars Hydro TS1000. And this is the only grow light that I've kept turned on all throughout, even the summer. Because my other grow lights, I was using them in my garage when I was overwintering my cacti in there. Now that it is summer, all of them are outside in my backyard. So far, this is the grow light that I've kept on all throughout the year, and it has been doing a fantastic job over my seedlings. So if you're interested in purchasing this light, I will put the affiliate link or my referral link at the bottom of this video, so you can go ahead and check out all the other grow lights that Mars Hydro has. And there is also a discount code underneath this video that you can use. In the last video that I made on my cactus seedlings, I had a different set of seedlings growing under this light. But fortunately, and good news, since most of them have grown big enough, they are now outside in my backyard under shade so they can tolerate the heat and some sunlight on them. So they're now outside. And what you see in here were actually the ones that used to be in a bag. So like this one, this is the rainbow hedgehog, the Echinocerius rigidissimus. These purple seedlings are Gymnocalicium mihanovichii. And then in this container, there are two seedlings growing. The bigger one is Parodia horstii, and the smaller ones at the bottom is Echinopsis mirabilis, the night-blooming cactus. This is Trichocereus grandiflorus, which obviously I sowed too much seeds in one pot. And if you want to know how I grew cactus from seed, I made a video on that, so I'll put a link to that video on top of your screen or also down in the description box. One of the more common pests that you will encounter when you're growing cactus from seeds are fungus gnats. And I would like to take this opportunity to thank thepricklypear.com for sending me this Kiss of Death insecticide. So this is all natural. It's a killer of mealybugs, gnats, white, fruit flies, spider mites, aphids, earwigs, among other insects. So its main ingredient is ghost pepper extract, and it also has isopropyl alcohol, distilled water, and pure Castile soap. So I have been using this bug sprayer for 2 weeks now. I was applying it twice a week. And what I noticed is that every time I spray it on my seedlings, all the fungus gnats will start flying. So I know that they don't like this. They get irritated, when they get sprayed with this bug killer. And I noticed that after 2 weeks, there's less bugs flying now whenever I spray this. So I think this might be working. And even though this is very powerful on insects, it is gentle on the plants. As you can see, my seedlings are doing well. Normally, if you use a very powerful or very strong pesticide on young seedlings like this, it could kill them. But so far, no harm has been done on my seedlings. So this is powerful on insects but gentle on your seedlings. So if you're interested in this bug spray, I will have a link on the website of thepricklypear.com, and they also have an Instagram account. Even if you are not from the US, I believe they are able to ship in other countries as well, because I know Lynn of Desert Plants of Avalon uses this as well, and she's from Ireland. So just go ahead and check out their website, and maybe they will be able to ship to your country. These are Astrophytum seedlings from Georgiana. So these are the seeds that Georgiana of New York sent me. This is Astrophytum star-shaped cross with the Royal Kabuto. And then this one is Echinopsis ericei. This is the one from Lynn of Desert Plants of Avalon. This one is Rebutia hoffmanii. These are from the seeds that Daz of Cacti Mania sent me. Now this one is growing very slow. It has been over a year that it has been in this bag. And as you can see, I tried taking them out, but every time I would completely take them out of the bag, they shrivel up too fast. So I still have them in the bag, although the bag is partially open like that. So this is Rebutia hoffmanii. This is Parodia from Ate Hermie of California. The seeds from her plant, Parodia rosoliatus. So this is a little over a month old. Very good germination on them. So I will conclude my video here on an update on my seedlings. And I would like to thank you all for your subscriptions, for your likes, and your comments. And show some support to our sponsors as well, Mars Hydro TS1000 Grow Light and Kiss of Death Bug Spray. I will talk to you again next time. Bye everyone, and cheers!